Hey guys, this is Austin with Tactical Approach. Today we're going to go into more detail about a river bottom, funnel, and pinch point. So stay tuned. So if you've hunted a lot of river bottoms, you know that they can be very difficult to hunt. Everything looks the same, they can get really thick, and just no pinch points or terrain features to really key in on and to set up. Occasionally you will find, just like what we've got here, we'll find a really good pinch point, and that can also be pressure dependent because it can also draw a lot of attention from human traffic and in turn make that a bad location to hunt, right? So I'll show you what we got. We've got a really deep ditch right here, and right where you see the driftwood, it really shallows up. It gets deep on the other side of that pinch point as well. So the deer, they'll swim, but if they don't have to, they have an easy shallow place to cross, they're going to choose that as many times as they can. And what's cool about it too is just over the levee there's also another ditch, and at this exact same location it is also very shallow. So on both sides of this levee are shallow, easy places to cross for those deer to actually get in here. This is bedding in particular. Up on top of the levee we've got some persimmons and we've got some pin oaks, as well as some scrapes and rubs. So we know there's deer activity here. There's feed trees close. So there's a reason for the deer to be here. It's actually and it's also a long ways from a lot of human traffic. So we're probably 1.5 miles actually from the truck. So it's kind of difficult to get to, and if you don't know it's here, the deer know it's here. So that's what we have to find, right? The other difficult part about this is that there really are very few trees to set up in. The tree I've got, I'm going to show you here in a second, is the better tree. It really is set up away from each trail, and I can cover both trails. The other tree that we've got is set up on that part of the pinch point. It covers one of the trails, and you're going to be right on top of the trail. So the deer are going to pick you off really easy, especially as they come from above the levee and they come down. So at some point they're going to be pretty darn close to being eye level with you, and that's not what we want. So this tree, we've got a 20 to 40 yard shot, and that's perfect. 40, I don't like to set up on 40 as much as I can, but occasionally I do have a 40 yard shot, and that's all right. That's why you practice for it. So we've got some trimming to do in this spot also. That way we can cover both trails evenly. And this tree, it's very nice diameter. I can get about 20 feet in it. Let's go actually take a look at it here real quick. So as you can see, it's just bigger than basketball size, which is perfect. At the top where I'm actually going to be setting my stand, it Y's out, and I'm going to set my platform right at the bottom of the Y. Okay, so the tree itself up there, it's very straight up and down, so it's going to be a comfortable sit. It's going to be a good tree stand placement, and that Y is going to give me a lot of cover, which will be perfect. And this tree is straight up and down also, so me climbing it, it's not going to put me in any harm or be difficult to climb either, which will be perfect. So I'm going to set my stand. I'll show you how I angle it. I'm going to angle it about this direction here. So when I'm shooting, I'm a right-handed shooter, so I'm strong side. I can shoot that trail really easy, probably from a seated position even. That trail, I'll be able to shoot most of this seated. I just have to adjust in the stand itself. I may have to actually stand up and get a shot that's a little bit further down on that trail, but I'll just have to play with that when I'm in stand and figure it out. I don't expect a lot of movement to be on my offhand shot here at all. It's just the way the ditches are set up. There's a chance, obviously, of seeing a deer there, but I mean, I don't expect to see much of it. So the other problem with river bottoms, it's a problem and it's a good thing at the same time, is the good thing is that the wind is very consistent. So if I got a north wind, it's not going to swirl here. It's going to be straight north. In the south, it's going to be straight south, and I don't have to worry about anything weird going on with the wind, right? The problem, though, is that the deer movement is very random at the same time, so it's not like I can set up in a way for my scent to be blown into an area that I don't want it to be blown in. So there's going to be deer movement back behind me. Say I've got a north wind real quick. On a cold front, I got a north wind blowing in. There's going to be deer movement back there. I don't have a lot of room until I get to the river, which is good. So there's not going to be a lot going on back there, but there's still movement, right? And then I expect most of my movement to be coming here, especially my shots. So at a north wind, they're going to be upwind of me, perfect, no issues. South wind, that gets a little tricky, right? And really, that comes down to your scent control regimen. Okay, I am super OCD, and that's going to be something we're going to go in a lot more detail in a different video. But I wear scent lock personally, and it really works for me. I like it. It gives me a little bit more breathing room with random movement. And on public land, we get a whole lot of random movement and weird winds sometimes. So you just have to set up as best you can. So this tree right here is going to be awesome. I set it a couple times this past season, saw a lot of deer, saw some bucks. So we're going to get in here, we're going to trim this up and have it ready for next fall. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.